background.
were singing with Maroon Commandos.
Maroon Commandos.
Hey,
we,
we are in the presence of a star here.
Yes, I will get married when I want. There's this book of Ngogo Wathiongo, Gahika Deda. I'll get married when I want. And then I was telling her, you all my life, you told me don't get into relationships.
Yes.
Sex was bad. Let me not see you with men. But there's no time, no point in life where you told me, okay, now start.
Now, yeah.
Exactly.
You don't know when.
You don't know when.
in fact, you have no idea what to do when that time comes. You totally green.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I spoke about energy. The sun has got some other different
True.
kind of energy. Step out and you see how it changes. Your mind, there's just some orgasm that comes to your mind. Because of the light from the
Orgasm
sun.
coming from the sun.
I did not want to comment on that, Kara, because I thought, did she just say orgasm that comes? And then I said, let me not comment.
That one cannot pass me.
That's the only word that can describe the joy, when you see the sun, the light. Ooh.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Far From Home Diaspora Conversations. We are so grateful that we get to do this, just sitting here having conversations and enjoying them. And what excites us even more and makes us so happy is how you're receiving us, how you are, you're sending us messages, you're commenting, you're liking, you are subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And before we go on, I want to recognize, and we are so grateful, we have a sponsor for this episode, TDEX Media. So thank you so much, TDEX Media, for trusting us, and I'll be telling you more about TDEX Media as we go on. So, one boy, what is happening today?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Also, a very big hello from me, and also thank you so much for everything you're telling us. We appreciate you, and as always, as I love telling you, we don't take you for granted.
True.
And today we have a special guest. For the very first time in our podcast, we are inviting someone, and this person is a person who's also close to me, a person who I really appreciate.
She's also close to me.
She's also close to Kara. It's actually interesting how I met her because I meet people in strange ways. I had her one day singing, and she was on stage. She was singing Malaika, and I saw her singing. I was like, okay, this is interesting. How come I don't know her? And then I saw her in Karo's show. She was singing again.
Yes.
The breakfast show, Karo. Do you remember the Sunday
Karibuni
breakfast shows?
Jikoni, yeah.
Karibuni Jikoni.
Yeah.
And so when I saw her again, I think it was also still through Karo that we actually were able to meet face to face.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And one day we were just singing outside. Me and her, we can do good harmony. We are good at harmony. And Karo had us singing, and she was like, "Why don't you sing together?" And Caro normally has an Africa Fest in August. I can really recommend this. Even this year is going to be taking place.
On the 4th, 5th, and 6th of August, it's Africa, Ngoma Africa. That's what we call it, Africa Fest.
It's Ngoma Africa.
Yes,
I'm taking the German name, Ngoma Africa. So if you love Mutura, if you love chapati, if you love samosa, you know where to come. And of course, if you love good music, we are going to be here.
And also for the kids.
And
So who are we talking about now?
Okay, so let me just tell you who we are talking about. I am talking about Wendo. Wendo is a musician. Wendo is a mom of 2 boys. Wendo is a sister. And she's also an IT expert. She's badass in that. Even her son told me the other day, my mom he didn't say badass, but this is how I'm translating it. My mom is badass in IT because she had done something amazing to her phone.
Wow.
And we are honored that you came all the way. You came all the way to our podcast. We really appreciate you. Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Wow, thank you so much. First of all, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor for me to be on your podcast, and I love what you guys are doing. So, guys, my name is Joy Wendo. I am an IT expert, as Wambo said. I am a mother of two, and I am also a musician. And that's just a summary about me. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we do sing together also with a band called Harambe. We are mostly to be found in Osnabrück, but also in other parts of Germany. And if you follow us, even Wendo, we will let you know later where to find us. Then you can know where we're performing next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy Wendo. Joy is Joy Wendo everywhere. So if you just give in Joy Wendo, you'll find that she's a bubble of joy. This lady,
Yeah.
when she comes into a room, the room lights up. That is something I love
Thank
about
you
you
so
much.
That's so true.
Yeah. Wendo is, from the minute we met, even that time we did that show on my Karibuni Jikoni
Yes.
platform, you know, it was so lively. You make a room light up, and that's something I love about you.
I appreciate it, and I've heard that from almost each and everyone. So I want to believe it's a purpose, it's a life purpose. So I really want to live it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So Joy, the do you prefer being called Joy or Wendo? Because both names are really, they're really
Beautiful name.
beautiful names that
And they
are
suit her.
they suit her. So Joy, like, you know, happiness, and then Wendo is love, and
Yeah.
she gives loves to everybody.
She does.
Yes.
It's
So-
really
so
amazing. Who chose those names
Thank
for
you
you?
so much. It's people chose the names for me. Like Wambo calls me Wendo all
Yeah.
the time, and I really love it
Mm.
because Wendo in Luo means love. In Kikuyu, it means love.
Yeah, yeah.
In Luya, it means love.
In Luo too. I didn't know it means
In
also
Luo,
in
too,
Luo too.
it means love.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is, let me just tell this to our listeners. Luo and Luya and Kikuyu, these are Kenyan languages,
yeah.
and they're very different. Yeah. So Luo is a Nilot language, and Wendo Kikuyu is a Bantu language.
Yes.
Normally, we don't have words that have the same meaning,
No.
but Wendo does. So this is,
rare,
for me,
yeah.
This is amazing.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So then at home, like my brothers, sisters, mom, dad, they all call me Joy. So
okay.
if you're comfortable calling me Joy or Wendo, I really
Yes,
love
sir.
it because it is bringing in my life purpose, love, and good energy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So the first question for you, Joy, we ask every guest who comes to this podcast. We have answered the question ourselves. That was our first episode. If you haven't watched that, go back. You can post this one, go back, watch the first one. We talked about what is home. So we are asking you this question: where or what is home for you?
Oh, for me, home is a place where I feel like being. I want to be there because there's good energy,
Mm-hmm.
there's harmony, and there's love.
Okay.
That's home for me.
That's home for you.
So I could actually even say this is home because I feel so comfortable, I feel loved, and I feel that there's lots of harmony and very good energy, positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. Was it always like that for you, or did it change when you came to the diaspora? Because we noticed that the meaning of home has changed as years go by. You know, home used to be Kenya. We used to say we are going home to Kenya, and then after some point, it stopped being the place.
Yeah, it stopped being the
Stop
place.
being
There's
the
a
place.
time
Yeah.
my dad gave me a call
Mhm.
and he asked me, "Where are you?" "I'm on my way home." "Hey, are you on your way home? Or are you going to the house? Home is here where we are." And I was like,
okay,
Dad, but I have a home. Like,
here
so
too. Yeah.
here too. So it's like we used to think home has to be where you were born, but you can create a home where you are. If you just if you create harmony in your space, you create happiness, you create your own, living space where you feel comfortable and where you want to be all the time. This is home.
I find it interesting that you say you create that you're taking this responsibility? Like, home is a place where you yourself create. It's not a place where you come and feel at home, because there are spaces you go there and feel at home without you necessarily have created it. But I find it very interesting that you're taking this responsibility of saying you create.
You create it for yourself.
For
Yeah.
yourself.
You create it for yourself.
That's true.
Because come to think about it, we are not home. So we came we are in the diaspora. We came to Germany. Then what if you always felt, I want to be home. I want to be home. And then the feeling of home, where is home? It's in Kenya. What if you always thought like that? You would always
You'd be
think,
miserable
I'm not
here.
home.
Yeah,
You'll be so
yeah,
miserable.
yeah.
So you have to create some space where you are.
Yeah.
Just make it comfortable for yourself. Bring harmony in your space with whatever it is, joy, song, music, decoration, color.
The small
Bring harmony,
things
yeah,
that-
the small things that you
make
need
feel home.
that make you feel at
Yeah.
home.
And talking of coming to Germany, when did you come to Germany? When? How was the journey for you? What brought you here?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have been in Germany for the last 10 years. Actually, this will be the 10th year.
Mm-hmm.
So I came to Germany through a family reunion visa because
That means.
my firstborn son,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
his dad is German.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was in Kenya, so he was here and I was in Kenya, and I kept on. I really fought with the thought of, okay, should I stay here? Should I move?
So you met him in Kenya.
I met him in Kenya,
Okay.
and yeah, so we got to know each other. Like knowing each other, what does that mean? We kept on talking Skype that time. Yeah, WhatsApp. And then he visited, like that.
So it was a long distance.
It was a long distance relationship.
And for how
very
long
hard.
was it?
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years. Then I had to move to Germany after my son was born. He was actually born in Kenya, but we moved when he was 7 months old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was that must have been difficult also to move
It was
with an
difficult.
infant. What are some of the challenges that you faced during the first weeks, I would say?
It was so difficult because even the decision of leaving Nairobi, Nairobi, the big city, and then leaving what I was doing, I was singing, I was teaching IT in colleges there, So just deciding, okay, I'm leaving. At least when I visited Germany, I had an option of going back, because I said, okay,
You're
I'm
just
on
visiting,
leave,
yeah,
I'm visiting, I'll go back. So I came and went back, but during the entire time I was thinking about it. How should I leave what I'm doing right now just to go to another country? It was so difficult. Then, so when the time came, I left. Because also, when you're down there in Kenya and you have a child and the dad is not there and this child is mixed, there's so many questions that come up. People are asking, where's the dad? Well, why can't he come over and live with you here? Why are you not going there? So they keep on asking these questions. So it's like society. So these are some of the pressures that I had that made me even decide to leave and
Yeah.
come to Germany.
Yeah. What you talked about teaching in colleges in Nairobi. Take us a little back. Let's say the 10-year-old Joy Wendo. What were her dreams?
My dreams as
The
a 10-year-old.
10-year-old. Yes.
Because, while growing up, that time our parents always said, you should be a doctor, should be a nurse. They never thought about anything else. They didn't think about, you can be a musician, you can be an artist,
Yes.
nothing of that sort. So all my thoughts were directed there. Like I was thinking, I should be a lawyer when I grow up, should be a doctor when I grow up. And my dad used to tell me, you should be a teacher, because he taught before moving, also changing career. And I used to tell him, Dad, no, I can't be a teacher, because it seems you have to teach same things each and every year, and that seems to be boring. I can't do the same thing. But see, I went through primary school. I went to a very good high school because I passed. I was an A student. I was an A student from primary.
To be an IT expert, you have to have been an A student.
So I went to high school, where I also passed so well.
Yeah.
And
Where did you go to high school?
Butera Girls High School.
Okay. Where were you living in Kenya? Where were you born and where were
I
you
was
living?
born in Kakamega, but I lived half Mombasa, most of my life I was in Mombasa.
Okay.
Because Dad eventually moved because of work. So we were in Mombasa most of the time.
Okay.
So though I went to Butera Girls High School, and I passed again. And by that time, Dad was playing a very big role. He always said, okay, he pushed. So even during the time we were choosing the subjects, what we want to do, the courses to do in the campus, he helped. He said, okay, there's a new course that's coming up at Jomo Kenyatta. This is information technology. And by the way, at that time when I was in Form 3, Form 4, I had changed. I wanted to be on TV. I really wanted to be on TV to broadcast all the time. So I used to tell Dad, I want to be there on TV. So Dad saw this information technology, and he was like, with information technology, you will be on TV. And so you just go apply, and you're applying for the course, and you're thinking, okay, so my happiness is coming later on. Yeah, and I passed with flying colors. I was called at the Jomo Kenyatta University.
Wow.
Yeah, for the information technology. But then first class, when you go to class, now you're doing introduction to computers or mathematics for science. They say, at the end of this course, you can be a system analyst, you can be an IT administrator, an IT manager. And I'm like, what is that? Like,
what did you think you'd be?
I was
thinking
going
about
to
television.
come on TV. Yeah.
For you, it
I was
was
going
television.
to broadcast. For me, it was television. So when I was choosing the course, maybe you haven't been in my shoe, but when you have parents who are doing things for you, they do things, they choose for you. They want you to do that and not that. They don't want to do, they don't think about even art.
It's not a thing. It's not anything you can earn a living out of.
They will push you to, they push you to do stuff. So I was actually pushed to choose this. So Dad says, now you're going to do this because you're going to come on TV. And that's how I landed there in IT. And I don't regret, because this is where I should have been. Like, it's like, I can say it's a coincidence, but a very good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was your journey all the way.
It was my journey. So it's like it was already a drawn path that I would be in IT. And even if I were to be reborn, I would still do it, because I have a lot of fun being there.
So today you don't resent your dad for making these choices for you?
No.
You've come to a point where you're grateful for it.
I'm so grateful for it. In fact, when I was done with the IT degree, when I graduated, and in Kenya after graduation, it's also very hard to land a job. And I was just applying to jobs, and Dad saw this teaching job, and then he said, you're applying there to go and teach. That was Shanzu Teachers in Mombasa. That's where I began my teaching journey. I was teaching the teachers how to use computers.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. And then I was in it while at it, and I'm like, ooh, I can teach someone something, and I see the result, and the students were so happy. Then I noticed this is my life purpose. I should be teaching. I should be mentoring. So from there on, I started having a lot of fun teaching. Then, so I moved from Shanzu. I moved to Nairobi, where I was teaching now at Graffin's College, for example, ZTech, and I was teaching the software engineering subjects.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that not a very man-dominated area?
It is male-dominated. it is male dominated because, like, let me give you an example. In the previous company where I worked before, I was the only lady who was doing the programming, software engineering. In my current company, I am the only lady who's in among the men doing software engineering.
Wow.
And even in the previous company, after I left, there's only one lady who's doing that.
Wow.
So it's very male dominated.
How does it make you feel? Do you enjoy it? Do you feel like, oh, I am the lady here? or are you sometimes intimidated by the male dominance?
Of
Because
course, yeah,
men tend to
sometimes
be
it
very
intimidates,
Yeah.
because they're all looking, all eyes on you, like, what can she do? Yeah, did she do that? If you do something, then they know, oh, that lady is the one who did it.
Did she do it right?
Did she do it right? If you make a mistake, like if you commit a mistake, for example,
Which is a human thing.
it goes
Anybody
to the master branch, and then it spoils it. Everybody will be talking about it. It's that girl, that
obvious, it's
lady who,
that.
yeah, who did it. It's magnified. Like, okay, she's a lady, so
Yeah, our sins are not forgiven as quickly
Yeah.
as those of men. It's,
Men,
it's
yeah.
true. You really see
Yeah.
this all over.
yeah.
Wow, I salute you because as you say, you're the only woman. I know you're probably also the only black woman in that
Yeah,
space.
definitely.
You're not just
The
the only
only
woman.
black
You're
woman.
the only black person
And the only mother.
and the only mother.
That's true.
So it's huge.
So it's you have totally different challenges.
Yeah.
And you still manage to come sit here and smile. This is what I always find so
smile.
amazing about you.
Yeah.
Let me just give a short story. The other day, Wendo came to pick me up because we had a concert. I will never forget this. Wendo came all the way to where I live. This is like 2 to 3 hours. She came with her children. She was still in a good mood. We rushed back because we had a concert. The time was really tight for us. But not once, Wendo, not once did you complain. Not once did you give me a feeling that I am bothering you. Not once. The whole time you were still so kind. And for me, this is not a feeling I get every time from people. You know, you create this space. Even when you're stressed, you create this
She's
space
still-
where it's
yeah.
still okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And for me, I think this is a great gift to give people a feeling it's okay to be. Yes, it's stressful, but it's
it's-
okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
this stress, when you feel stressed, the person near you may not be stressed as you are. So it's something that you could just contain without transferring. Because I believe when we started, I spoke about energy.
Yeah.
And I believe in energy transfer.
That's so
You
true.
know, if you get stressed and then try to, bring it out by complaining,
To spread it to
it will
people, yeah.
immediately go to the next
It grows.
person.
Yeah.
And then the whole mood in the room
It's ruined.
is ruined.
It
Yeah.
multiplies each other. Even the dog is angry now. Everyone is angry.
Even the cups will start falling off.
I know.
Everything will be spoiled in that
Yeah.
room. Yeah.
But
Wow.
where did the music come in? Because up to
Yeah.
now, we haven't had anything about music.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you say your
Because-
father, and it looks like your father was played a very big role in your
Oh,
life.
yes. Yeah.
So where did the music come in? When did it start?
He did. In fact, he didn't. He's one parent who wouldn't think about talent as being a career. No, it's no go. Like mom at least, but dad, he's like doctor, lawyer. Those careers.
yeah, yeah.
But
That's the only way you can
He
handle
was
it.
also strict, and so when I was in high school, and I didn't mention it, my parents are both pastors.
Oh,
Because
okay.
after dad retired, he retired some time back, and then he went back to school and did geology, the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's been preaching in his own church, mom too. So that tells you that I grew up in a religious family. So while I can talk about mom, this is how I know her. I know her as a very prayerful woman. She always prayed, prayer. So, and dad was always an advisor, economist, yeah. And so growing up in a religious family, there was no option. Like you can do music. I'll nurture you to do music. So there was no nurturing from word go, apart from the church, choir. So that's where it began. Church. Then I went to school. In high school, I was in the CU. So I was also singing in the CU choir.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I then after that was it. I left high school. That was it. And then I came out. I was in campus, and in campus, of course, everybody does different things. So you can do art. You can. So sometimes I could go watch the guys who were singing, playing guitar, acting, and all those, but I didn't nurture it. I was also just concentrating on education, studies.
Yeah.
Now, after campus, after landing the teaching job in Nairobi, this is when I noticed, oh, I'm a human being. Like,
There's life outside.
life.
I know what you mean. I really know what you mean.
I'm a human being. All of a sudden, I'm alone. I'm single.
Yeah.
I'm alone. I'm working. And I'm like, what am I doing in this house today? Like, so this is what pushed me to go start having a look in the city, in the bands that were playing in the city, and watching them. And one time I say, I love Malaika. That's the only song that I know, secular song, because all other songs I knew gospel. Lots of them. So something tells me, just ask them if you can, because I saw that there were some people, the band allowed people to sing. So I told the guy, just if you get a chance, put for me Malaika. And he plays Malaika, and I sing Malaika, and he's like, oh,
Who are you?
girl,
You can sing.
girl, come back next Sunday.
Wow.
So I said, oh, someone appreciated my singing. And I was alone, I was free on Sunday. So I made it a habit to go watch the band.
Yeah.
And then the other Sunday, he told me, can you try this song? He sent me the song. So it became a habit. When I was free, earphones on, listen to music, learn the music, go to that band and say, oh, this is a song that I can sing. And they play. And so that's how he said, oh, you join the band. Join the band and just be our lead singer.
Yeah.
Said, I'm
Be the
not,
lead singer.
Yeah, be the lead singer. They didn't have a lady singer.
Okay,
Yeah, they didn't have a lady singer. So I joined. So that's how I started.
But then you still got to know people like Kina Kidum. And I mean, you became a big musician in Kenya. You know, you became from this part of, I'm just going to listen, and then I'm just giving my instrumentals. This not being sure, and then really being very successful in Kenya as a musician.
I was, because even Maroon Commandos, just during that time when I was watching the bands, the Maroon Commandos was also playing. They had one lady singer. And so I could join whenever she was singing, just to stay in the background. So then I stay in the background for all the songs, actually. I just try put something. Then they said, you're coming here and you're trying to back us up. So I was there backing them up. I was singing the
You
background.
were singing with Maroon Commandos.
Maroon Commandos.
Hey.
We-
We are in the presence of a star here.
Yes.
So yeah, I did actually. I've lived in the camp for some time. While in Nairobi, I lived in the camp for some time because there was a time they said you can join the army and just be in the band. And that time I was
In the army band.
Yeah, in the army band.
Wow.
I was
Oh my
crazy
God.
with. I want to sing. I stayed there for a whole year singing with them.
What?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, so that's how it
amazing.
began, like
Yeah.
a hobby. So I could teach on Monday to Friday. Then Saturday, Sunday, I'm singing. But then it became the band that took me in as a lead singer. This is the Hot Sounds band. It's still there with Simon. Simon, hello. It's still there. And he started getting too many shows, concerts during the week. So I could come from school. Tuesday, we have a concert in Naivasha. Wednesday, we have a concert in Nairobi City. There was a place called Spree. Thursday, we had another concert. Friday, Intercontinental. Saturday,
Oh my
Intercontinental.
God.
She sang in Intercontinental.
Yes. So and then
Girl.
during the weekend you could find, oh, we have a wedding during the day, and then in the evening we became so busy. So I was on my toes the entire time.
Where
I was
did you
like,
even get time to meet your husband? Because
yeah, through the singing, because he came for holiday, and that's how I bumped into him. And yeah, we got to know each other. Like, he was like, oh, you're singing so well. Then we just spoke, like, exchanged numbers, and it became,
did you think it would be a serious
no, because
relationship,
such
like
things happened more often. And someone
okay,
would
the
ask,
numbers, you got a lot of numbers.
yeah, someone would ask for your number,
After
go,
concerts, yeah,
then
yeah.
They never write,
Yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
or they just text and then it goes nowhere. Okay.
Were you living your life really? You know,
I was living my life. That was the
a
best.
pastor's daughter, and
Yeah.
then you're in Nairobi alone.
My dad was so mad at me. My dad
Tell
was
us
so
how
mad.
wild you are. Tell us how wild
He
you are.
was so mad at me that, he could say, Joy, you are shaming me. You're shaming me so much. Someone who went to university, then now you're singing in clubs.
Meanwhile, you're very successful. You
No,
have
the success
money.
they don't see. The
I know.
success is not
This
seen.
I was also raised in church. This is
Yeah.
what I really feel what you mean. You're
Yeah.
living this life that you do want, and then being told you're shaming me. And for
Yeah.
us, it's important not to shame our parents.
Yeah.
So there's this discrepancy of
Yeah.
what you need to be doing and what you're
not
actually doing.
Yeah.
And mom could just watch and I have someone who could sing. I've had her my entire life and I didn't see it. You know?
Okay. So she loved.
She loved it.
That you were
Because my
singing.
mom can sing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she could see herself in you.
Yeah,
maybe.
she's sang
Yeah.
in the church the entire time.
Wow.
And you should
Yeah.
see her worship. I told her, Mom, I'm going to record you next time. I'm taking you to the studio to do an album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
really nice.
So Dad was always like, oh my God, you this is shameful. People are seeing my daughter who I educated up to university. Now she's singing in the club. Yeah. I said, Dad, but I'm also, this is a hobby. I'm also teaching.
So you're doing this decent job that he wants you to be in. And
Yeah.
was he happy with that?
He
Because
was happy with it.
I can imagine, because I have somebody that I respected all my life and highly so, and I did not want to disappoint them or do anything that would make them feel ashamed of me.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? The feeling that maybe you were ashaming or making your father feel ashamed of what you were doing. Was it difficult to?
It wasn't
do
actually
what-
difficult for me because I realized, because I think I was just excited with the whole thing. He could speak, then the words pass through here, they go out.
Go out.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, totally. Because I thought, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? And people, if I told anyone about it, they just said, just forget about it. Like, your dad is he's too religious. Yeah.
So you did not feel guilty about
I didn't feel guilty about it. I just kept on doing it until right now, he's the happiest.
Really? With your singing?
He is so happy. He is so happy. The day I won that award, he kept on telling everybody, my daughter has won a Nobel. My daughter has won a Nobel. Yeah, Joy, how do you feel? I've never spoken to a Nobel Prize winner. Joy, I'm going to record those conversations for you.
I love that.
You'll be so...
Oh my God, that is so
so
beautiful.
By the way he talks, my dad is a very lovable person. He talks. He will talk until you just say, Dad, no, we have to stop.
Yeah, you must have gotten that from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's happy. He's been happy all his life until now, Yeah.
Wow, and I'm just wondering, because when I listen to you speaking, you seem to have been living a fully satisfied life. You are at the top of your being when you were
Yes.
in Kenya. You were doing what you love. You're doing your concerts.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, was there any time during that time, or even when you were younger, was there any time you desired the diaspora? Was it something that you longed for?
I always wanted to leave.
To leave Kenya?
I always wanted to leave the country.
Really?
I don't know. I saw myself elsewhere, not in Germany, actually. I just saw myself
just somewhere away
somewhere
from
else.
Kenya.
And that this is something, I think it's something that everybody else has. Not everybody else, but most people have. They always think, where I am, there are no opportunities, and there's
Was it necessary abroad or just somewhere else?
somewhere else. I always just wanted to be somewhere else, even if it is, what is abroad? Kenya is also abroad.
No, does it mean you'd have been happy in Eldoret? Moving from Nairobi now to Eldoret? Not really.
Not really.
It was abroad with a plane.
Abroad, yeah, with a
Somewhere
plane.
yeah.
Actually, I always thought like just being somewhere else abroad with a plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I never had that. I never had this feeling of wanting to go abroad or something. I never even gave it any thought. Like how was it supposed to happen for me? There was no possibility. We talked about that last time. There was no possibility of it happening.
Okay.
So I was not. I'm amazed when you're talking about your family and father and mother. I was brought up in a family that didn't have all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I can go to school, I can study. I was good in school. I was very good in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew at some point I'll be able to make a good life for myself. Like I'll buy a house, I'll drive a car. But going somewhere abroad was never a part of that dream.
Yeah. I think it was part of it because Dad was working in the hotels. So he worked at Serena Hotel, Nairobi, Serena Hotel, Mombasa.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got a chance to, I was babysitting for the tourists when they come with their children.
Okay.
I could babysit them. And I always thought, I want to go somewhere else and then be traveling like
these people.
Like these people. And I always wanted to, I just thought it's good to travel, it's good to, Dad could allow us even to go sleep in the hotel for a week.
Oh, really?
Because they had the offers.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I want this life. I want to live. I want to travel like this. So it was on my head. And even after high school, I tried to apply for scholarships in Australia, USA, but maybe I didn't know how to. No one was there to mentor me on how to do it. I really just wanted to leave immediately after high school to go do my bachelor's outside. But it never worked. And the Jomo Kenyatta calling me, the plan changed. Then I was in the campus. After campus, I tried again to apply for scholarships. It never worked. So it's like, it's something I really wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it happened, how was it for you?
Oh, crazy. It happened. I can say maybe it happened the wrong way. Maybe it's the wrong, maybe it started wrongly.
How would you have wanted it to happen? Let us start there.
Through, say, a scholarship.
Okay.
So why is it wrong?
Yeah.
Here is a quick one to tell you about our sponsors, TDX Media. I've been working with TDX Media for about 5 years now, and this has saved my life, literally saved my life. TDX Media has a way of helping you to optimize your office work. So I am a very chaotic person. I come from Kenya, and organization is not one of my, I'm not that. So my office was looking like you can imagine it. And then TDX Media came, and they really helped me to optimize the processes, especially the processes of how I work, what should happen when, they came and advised me. They came and sorted out most of my files and all that, because I am not that. And then my website, it's beautiful because it is being maintained, it is being serviced by TDX Media. And then the CEO of the company, Christian Tiedemann, who does all that, comes to you, advises you, he talks to you, he listens to your needs, and then crafts everything according to how you need it, but adding his professionalism in everything that he does, such that at the end of it all, and he will not use anything he doesn't think is okay for the person visiting your website. So if your photos are not good enough, then he'll not put them in.
And that is the level of professionalism that I need when I'm working with someone, so that they just don't do everything I tell them to do. They tell me, okay, it's your website, but it has my name on it. So he will not do anything that is not professional enough. And the other thing is event management. Guys, these guys are so organized. TDX Media is so organized. They have taken control and over. They organize our African festival, which happens every year. So I have nothing to do with it. The first year I organized it myself. I almost went crazy. And nowadays I just get calls, or when we're talking, it's a yes, no, no, and I have nothing to do with it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I love working with these people. I love the way they, present themselves in a way that is, I will talk about professionalism the whole time, because that is what they are. They are professionals. And you see that in everything they do. When they're doing consultations with you, they are very specific in everything that they're doing. You can only be satisfied when you're working with TDX Media. And I'm so glad that I have trusted us now to sponsor our podcast. And I've been working with them all this time, satisfied with their work. I'll continue working with them. So please visit their website, www.tidix.de. That's www.tideix.de. Visit them, because you'll be doing yourself a favor. Thank you so much.
I would like to know why you
it
call
was
it
too
wrong.
wrong.
I thought it was
Very wrong. Because I got this child, while I was growing up, it was this is something, again, I need to mention, because when I was growing up, no one was talking about relationships. No one was talking about sex, for example. No one could tell you about, but it was a taboo, especially being in a religious family.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
it's a taboo. Yeah? Even when you start your menses, it's a taboo. No one will talk about it.
You're not talking about this.
Talking about these things, no one. So imagine not talking about these things after high school. Just go to university still. No one is talking about it. You're coming from another family that's too religious. And even you look at those people at campus, when they go out to to have fun at night, that's when they learn. But you're not doing it.
Because they're the bad people.
They are too bad. These guys are sinning.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is sin.
Yeah.
I'll not do it. So that's what happened. And then after campus now, you don't know. No one knows about it. If you've lived that until campus, you go out, you definitely just don't know anything about how to date, how long should you know this person that you're dating. When does sex come in, and when do you, so you don't know, you're just in the middle. That's a book that you should, or it's a study that you should do the whole time from primary.
We are supposed to be learning about these things.
Learning about these things.
Yeah. I find it so sad, because up to today, and I've had many people many people from Africa, let me say, or maybe specifically from Kenya, say they cannot talk about sex in their own language. And this also applies to me too, because I grew up with this thought of sex as a sin and relationships as a sin. There's even a time I was telling my mom, because there was this conversation, when will you get married? And I was like, I will get married when I want. There's this book of Ngogo wa Thiongo, Gahi Kadeda, I'll get married when I want. And then I was telling her, you all my life, you told me don't get into relationships. Sex was bad. Let me not see you with men. But there's no time, no point in life where you told me, okay, now start.
Exactly. You don't know when.
You don't know when.
In fact, you have no idea what to do. When that time comes, you totally green.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. So you were green when you went into.
Totally. I was so stupid in this thing. Very. I can say.
How stupid? You didn't know what was supposed to happen.
Very stupid. I can say too stupid. The stupidest.
Don't make me ask the question.
I think I'm just going to ask the question. When are you trying to tell me that this is the first time you had sex?
Yes.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
With this white or the person you married?
Definitely.
Wow. He was your first boyfriend.
Yeah, definitely.
Aki, you are green.
I was
you are green.
After music. Wow, you really
Your father must have been proud of you if he had known this.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
wow.
I should not tell my story.
Yeah, totally.
When
I'm
he
telling
hears
you.
this one, he will be really proud of
Imagine.
you.
Can you just imagine?
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
So you're there, you're stupid, you don't know what to do, and then you.
Oh my God. I'm surprised. And that does not mean that I was sleeping around with everybody, no, but I started a little
You
earlier.
know,
I
that's why
started-
there's something called brainwash. You know, there's so many things that we need to unlearn.
We
That's
do.
true.
The Bible
That's
says
true.
this, but we need to unlearn so many things.
Yes, yeah.
There are people who are brainwashed. Like they just think this is sin,
This is-
and I'm
yeah,
not doing it,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna not do it. We're not
Yeah.
gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So is that's why it was wrong? You were with this person, you got a child.
I got a child, and I just thought, okay, this is the right thing to do is to be with, to
With
be
this
with the dad,
person.
to be together. And I even fought with the thought of, leaving the country because I was okay. I was earning money both from music and also from teaching. Yeah.
But this must have been hard for you, first of all, with this whole burden of this is a sin, I shouldn't have done this. And then you get a child
That's
who
evidence.
looks so
That is
different.
evidence. You have
This
had
is-
sex.
Yes. You've had sex. And you have had
totally.
sex with someone that is not
Yeah,
your
yeah,
normal walking around guy. Because the
Definitely,
child
yeah.
looks different.
Yeah, yeah.
How did
And
this
those were the
affect
questions,
you?
even when he was born, even the 7 months.
Yeah.
Everybody was already asking, where is the dad?
Where is this child? Where did this child come
Where is
from?
the dad? And when they are born, he was too, he was too him. Like,
yeah.
So it was so traumatizing for me.
I can
Like,
imagine.
And even when people see you with that child, they think you're just okay. Like,
You have money.
You have
Yes,
money.
because the
you're
child
with a
is
white
with a
person.
white
fine,
person.
you
So
have money,
Yeah.
and why are you even walking around? Where is your car?
Yeah.
But this child,
it's like you're carrying a holy baby because
yeah,
the
a holy
baby is not black
because
like
it's
you.
not black.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was crazy.
I appreciate the magnitude of the problem because I also got pregnant when I was young. I thought I had sex relatively late in life, but hearing your story now, I realize that this is a totally different story. And I got pregnant when I was 19, almost 20, and this traumatized me so much. Just the thought, because I also grew up in this church,
Yeah.
don't sin, and sex was the
Yeah.
greatest sin. And it was a sin for the woman because nobody
Yeah,
asked me about the
definitely.
man.
Yeah.
It was the woman. The woman did something wrong. So
Yeah.
this stigma
Yeah.
of getting pregnant before marriage was, for me, it was really a big thing that I had to work a lot. If years later, I
Yeah.
still had to work a lot with that.
Yeah.
How is that for you
That's-
today? Sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
my God.
No, I am thinking about what you just said about getting pregnant. That's so deep.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It is, and especially because
it's sin.
Especially when it's a
as
sin. Yeah.
It is totally sin. Like
Yeah.
that's what you know. That's what's in your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even me, it's not what the people are telling me. It's
Yeah.
like the story you told us the other day about the shame.
Yeah, the shame you carry around.
Yeah. It's not what the people are telling me.
Yeah.
It's, for me, this
How you
knowledge of
feel.
you have sinned and
You have
fallen
sinned.
short of God's glory.
Yes, that alone. Yeah.
This I carried. I felt like I was dirty
Yeah, totally.
with
yeah.
this feeling, and you carry it for several years. This feeling of you've
Yeah.
done something really bad.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And
you,
for you guys, it was also the religion thing.
the religion, yes.
Yeah, because me, I did not grow up in a religious family, so I cannot talk about that.
Yeah.
There were other things, shameful things,
Mm.
but I understand the magnitude of that because even with the Bible and what the church says, and people seeing you as a dirty person because
Yeah.
you had sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
and the
Yeah.
amazing is that people are always having sex.
they
It's just that don't have evidence.
Yeah,
No.
they don't talk about it.
Don't talk about
Yeah,
it.
they don't have an evidence
Mhm.
Yeah.
like pregnancy because that is
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember even we had courses in church where a man told us that we are not supposed to masturbate. This is the greatest sin.
Yes.
No, at that point, I didn't even know
I'm
what
even
that
surprised
is.
somebody says that, because that is not something they even mentioned.
They didn't
Yeah.
mention the name.
Ah,
I am naming
okay.
it.
Okay, you're giving
I
it a
am,
name.
I'm,
So
okay.
many
I'm
things
taking
don't
the
have
power
names.
to name it right now,
Okay,
you know. But
yeah,
they didn't.
yeah.
It was don't touch yourself.
Okay, yes.
So it
yes.
was like, and if you
Ah.
do that, God is, is this God is
seeing.
watching
Yeah,
you.
God is
Yeah.
watching you.
God is watching this over omnipresent force that is looking at you and waiting for you
But
to
I think it
sin.
had a name. It was called fornication.
Fornication.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fornication. No,
God.
fornication was with another
With
person.
another person. Now
Ah.
this is with yourself.
But this is not with yourself. Don't
touch it.
fornicate with yourself.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why?
The
Oh
things
my
we have
God.
carried.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So
That-
this is one of the things that really made you want to come to Germany. It was one of the reasons.
Yeah. The fact that I have a child now, who I just got out of wedlock. It's even the biggest sin ever to get it out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
why
the
have you
sin.
got a child without doing a wedding? And that's what was expected of me, by the way.
Okay.
I should wed,
and then get a child.
Yeah.
You did not follow the process.
No,
You know.
it was shame.
Yeah.
And do you know that I told my mom first of all, I told my mom when it was 8 months pregnant, and I was about to, because I couldn't.
You couldn't hide it anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't hide it anymore. Now it would have been worse to talk about it, talk about the child who's been born. But the whole time until 8 months, I told my mom, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell dad. Can you imagine the torture?
And you love your parents.
Yeah,
But
I love
you
them.
couldn't even go home now.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was crazy because it was fornication. I couldn't even go home because even the neighbors are going to talk. Ooh, the one who went to university.
She's
The
now
one
coming
who's been
pregnant.
singing in pubs.
Ah, yeah, that.
Hey, now
that.
it is paid. That would have been crazy. I couldn't talk about it. That is too much torture. Imagine being pregnant for 8 months and not being able to talk about it, and you're living alone.
Jesus, this is so bad. We really need to change the narrative about sexuality, about
Yes.
pregnancy,
And
about
we'll be
menses.
talking a lot about sex.
Yes.
Here. We will.
Yeah, we are spreading it out at the table because
we're talking about it. We'll, sex talk.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And not only sex, it's the trauma, it's the not being able to talk about it when we were growing up. I do talk about sex with my kids. Sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable for them,
Yeah,
but
it
I
is.
want them to know, especially my daughter is now 13. That's the age when she was around 10, 11. I started telling her
in
about
school.
even touching herself.
Yeah.
I told her, explore your body, touch
Yeah,
yourself,
definitely.
know
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah.
Really.
These are uncomfortable conversations because I also feel
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because
but
you
I have
didn't learn
I
how
didn't
to
learn.
speak to that as a
I've-
mom.
I
you know?
bought books. I
Wow.
listened to podcasts because I want to be comfortable talking about these things with them. And she responds. And at some point, she tells me, "Mom, when it comes to that, I'll talk to you about it." But I tell her, I want us to be in that space where we can talk
Yeah.
about sex freely.
Really?
We can
Wow.
talk about sexuality.
Yeah,
even.
definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. But now, Wendo, we want to know what happened when you came to Germany.
So, I carried that baby 7 months. Then that Nairobi was warm. I landed in Germany. That was November 2013, November 24th. I remember 2013. I land here. When I was in Nairobi, after the baby was born, remember, everybody came to the house, okay, to support. My mom was there. My cousins who live in Nairobi, they always came by. They even
You
moved
had
in
help.
now.
You had help.
I had a lot of help. Told me I could
Yeah.
sleep. Just turn like this. See,
Yeah.
you turn.
Yeah.
By the time
OG.
the 7 months are ending, I should show you a photo of me. I was so smooth and so looking so
good.
relaxed. Oh my God. So came out of that. They took me to the airport. Then I'm there with this baby now. I've never
Alone.
held that baby alone even for 30 minutes.
There was always somebody. There was
Yeah,
always
I take
somebody.
the baby like this. It's so sweet. You come take the baby, So now here I am. I go to the airport. This is the first time now I have this baby alone.
Boy.
Yeah. I remember I had
A
this
carrier,
thing where
baby
carrier, yeah.
yeah.
So he's here, then I'm here, then I'm alone. So we enter, and then that was a very they
Sorry.
take, you know, when you enter the flight, and then they take the baby, they put them there.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
Yeah, so I'm there, but then I'm feeling, I had a very bad feeling, by the way. So the whole time, then he wakes up, then I feed him.
Was it the first time you were flying?
That was, no, I had visited.
You had, yeah, you said
I had
you
visited.
talked about that, yeah.
I had even been here in
Yeah,
2011
yeah.
with the Jamnazi touring singing. Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't talk
Okay.
about it because it's too much of information together. 2011, I was here. I was visiting.
We need 3 episodes with Wendo. she's thinking for us. It will be too much.
Good.
I came here with Jamnazi, 211.
Unnecessary
The
information.
unnecessary information. As we move on, just by the way, I was here with Jamnazi in 2011 to sing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
by
How
the
big
way.
this is.
Yeah.
You
And
coming from Kenya to perform here.
She's talking like it was
Yeah.
a by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jamnazi, Awilo,
I rest my
hi.
case.
Awilo.
Awilo Mike, yeah.
Awilo Logomba.
Awilo Mike.
Awilo
Who is
Mike.
that? I don't know
Not
that one.
Longomba. Leave
No,
al-
no.
There are 2 Awilos. There are 2 Awilos. There is one Awilo Mike, and then there is another one Awilo Longomba.
Okay.
And now let us go back to that a little bit, just a little bit. So this is not the guy you were with who was bringing you that time. It was you coming with the band to sing.
Yes, I was just coming with a band to sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you toured where?
We went to Berlin. We went to Frankfurt. We went places like, Frankfurt, several places. Berlin, several places.
Yeah.
At the
then
Berlin
you-
Wall. Yeah.
Then you came. We went
Then
back to
Cologne.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
is not a by the way.
It's not a by the Do you know this is also a diaspora thing?
Yeah,
so
just,
many things
you know,
for us are by the way,
yeah,
but
you
they're
have-
big things.
That's really big.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you came, you were giving us that picture of you at the airport now.
Yeah,
In
I'm inside
the
plane,
flight.
yeah? And my baby is there, and then I just start feeling different. I'm like, what do I do? I'm alone now with him. So like the whole time, we never spoke. And I think he's feeling it. I think he's thinking, where are all these people who've been
He's
holding
used
me?
to people, to other
Yeah.
people.
This so much love.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Mm.
So, but the whole journey, I was thinking about, I'm living. My thoughts were deeply inside me being, I'm moving from my country to go elsewhere to start afresh. I've left everything, the house with stuff. I've even given out stuff. And then I'm like, I'm going there to start a new life. And I have the baby. So actually, I could just take him, feed him, but my thoughts are elsewhere. Then there was the place where we changed the flight in Amsterdam. And I'm with him. So he's just in the baby carrier. I'm walking quietly. There I go in the vehicle room, this
Changing room.
changing room. I
Yeah.
change him, not saying a word.
You're not talking to him the whole
No,
time.
I never spoke to him.
Were you scared?
I was too scared. I never spoke to him, and I was just thinking, I'm alone. I was just thinking, I'm alone. So I'm changing, and I'm just scared. What do I do with the baby now? I don't know.
Oh wow.
Because they helped me when he was born.
Everybody was helping.
Everybody was helping. I couldn't even change the diaper. They could just do it. They wash him. They say, you go to the bathroom. The water is ready.
Wow.
You are being taken care of.
And
And now it was you alone with this little human
that was
being
so
that you
traumatizing.
have to take care of
Yeah,
alone.
Yeah, so the only thing I did was breastfeed him when I was home in Nairobi.
Everything
that-
else was taken
Everything else was taken care of. Okay?
Wow.
Oh my God.
So,
That's look pure luxus.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Then-
even how scary then after you realize
Yeah.
it's now me alone.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
and I
human
don't know
being.
what to do now.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do at all. Even while flying, I didn't know what to do. I could change, but then I'm thinking, now what do I do? When he was crying, and I was like, he's crying now. What do I do? So I'm even scared of talking because I don't know how to talk to him.
Oh
And now, the best thing to do to a baby is to talk to that
Yes,
baby.
yes.
Even
Hear
when
your
it
voice.
is 6
Yes.
months, 7 months, because they
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then they
say
know you're
nothing.
there.
I said nothing, so I never told him, oh, now we are leaving Kenya,
Yeah, it's
and
okay,
we're going
just
to be on a...
explaining. And
Yeah, I couldn't do
Yeah.
that. I realized it much later, that you need to talk to your baby when it's born. I should have been talking to the baby, saying, baby, now we're leaving Kenya, we'll be on the flight for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also explaining things.
Don't
along the
cry,
way,
we're going to
yeah.
be away from everybody. Say bye-bye to auntie, you know?
Yeah.
We never did
And
that.
they register a lot of that. We don't know that,
Yeah.
but you don't see it immediately. But they register a lot
Yeah.
of these things when they are young. I used to do that a lot. I used to talk. But that is something that is really important. But I feel you. I feel
So
you.
the whole journey I was quiet and worried.
Oh.
We landed here. I think the worry just got transferred to him, because we landed, it was dark. Yeah, it was winter time, November. It was dark.
Cold.
Now, even the journey from the airport to go to the house, I'm quiet, breastfeeding and just quiet, thinking,
So his world is
Yeah.
totally
scared.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I'm just scared. I'm away from home, you know.
Are you alone all this time? I'm just wondering, where is the dad?
The dad came to pick me up
From the airport. Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm
But
quiet.
you're still feeling alone. This is what I'm finding
At
interesting.
least-
You're not feeling like, at least now I have someone. You're
Yeah,
still
at least
feeling.
he's there, but again, he doesn't know what to do with the baby. Yeah.
He's not like your mom and your sisters.
No,
and
he
he's not
doesn't
the
know. In
community.
fact, he's even worse.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, we went home and welcome, you know, we are home, but the baby started crying now.
Had he met the baby before that? Or was
No,
he?
the first
He
time.
was seeing the
Was
baby
the
for
first
Yeah,
time.
just on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he also had no connection. He
No
did
connection.
not-
Then we land there. Then he starts crying nonstop. No matter what I do, even the breast is not helping.
He felt the tension.
Oh,
He was
oh,
feeling
Yeah.
the tension. Yeah.
Yeah, then it started like nights of no sleep, because he's feeling so uncomfortable. And that's why I was saying energy.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
energy in that place was so different. It was too different. He felt like, and now it's dark. Even so, it's just dark. It's something else. It's just
And cold.
sun and cold.
And not only cold, like the cold, it's also the cold of the feelings.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is
The
cold.
atmosphere is too
the,
cold.
the energy, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even from you as a
Yeah,
mother.
me myself.
Yeah.
And that's when the torture started now. So like, he's not sleeping. We are not sleeping. We don't know what to do. We can't talk about it. We don't have time. Okay?
Wow.
We don't know how can we help each other. You know, and we can't talk about it because none of us knows how to take care of the situation. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
How do you take care of a new baby? How do you go about it as a couple?
Oh Lord.
No one knows, and no one will come from outside to tell you guys something, because none of your relatives is around.
Oh my.
Yeah. So that's how the problems began.
That's how your life in Germany started.
Started very bad, by the way. I went into very deep, I can say depression, but I came out of it somehow. It didn't take toll on me, because it went November, December, January, 3 months of not sleeping well. I was just feeling like a zombie, like
You were just functioning. You were just.
I wasn't functioning because I'm energyless. No one will take that baby.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, even the dad himself, he doesn't know what to do with the baby. So he's even stressed up. He's even talking alone now. Yeah.
What did that do to the relationship?
Yeah, it crushed it. Because I was feeling, why is he not
helping?
supporting me enough? I have no idea what to do with the baby. I felt he has to know, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he thought I have to know more. So there was just that thing in the
There
middle.
was this discrepancy
Yeah.
where you could not reach
So like
each other.
and we are not talking about it. Yeah. And so I had to find a way to come out of it. Like,
Did you not know other people? Did you have?
I
any
didn't know no
African
one. I
friends?
knew no one. At least you know where I lived in Boken here.
Yeah, that's even a more
Closer to you.
yes, we are living in a village, but that's
It's even smaller.
It's more
Village,
village.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more village than
30
our
minutes
village.
to Holland.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that place.
and even not Boken, the city,
It's
Mabek.
inside. Yeah, it's in.
If you know Mabek, now it's even a village.
It's the village of the village.
The villages.
Yeah.
That's, when spring started, the neighbors, I could just get out, and the neighbors are wondering, hey, there's a black person who showed up in our village.
Because you
They
came
are
during
during
winter. Yeah.
It was so shocking.
So you were shooting with the flowers. The spring is when the flowers start shooting, and Joy was there springing up with the
crazy.
flowers.
Carol, they have never seen her.
There's
because
a,
it's
and there's
winter.
a baby.
And there is a
There's
baby.
a baby there. What happened?
Oh my God.
It was so, it was so weird. In that village, I was the only black person there with that baby, mixed baby. And I could just step out, and they are looking at me, those villagers, especially the older people. And sometimes they ask, how did you get here? Where do you come from?
So they were speaking to you
In
somehow,
German, yeah.
in German.
Somehow.
How was your German until that when
It
when
was
you came?
bad. It was
Had
very
you
bad.
had you done some
I had done
German
A1.
Oh, A1, one boy.
Like
These are the people of
It was
A1.
A1, yeah.
Totally useless.
The useless
I tell you, it's
A1.
Useless, yeah, totally. So, but I spoke.
You tried
Somehow,
somehow.
I just
yeah.
spoke. Then,
Like you are just this person. Yeah.
So like I could
you like
get
people.
when the sun came. That's why I spoke about energy. The sun has got some other different
True.
kind of energy. You step out and you see how it changes. Your mind. There's just some orgasm that comes to your mind. Because of the light from the
orgasm
sun.
coming from the sun.
I did not want to comment on that, Carol, because I thought, did she just say orgasm that comes to... And then I said, let me not comment.
That one cannot pass me.
That's the only word that can describe the joy, when you see the sun, the light. Ooh.
That's a new one.
And imagine after winter.
God.
Imagine seeing the sun after winter.
Yeah.
What happens
Yes,
to you?
yes.
But by the way, it's true.
Yeah, that's
It's,
so true.
it's this
Go
experience
out.
of, I'm so happy, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
it is an
orgasm that
orgasm.
comes from the sun.
Orgasm.
Oh God! So I think that is what I'll be doing now. I'll be just going outside when the sun is
I
shining.
tell you, it gives you different energy, different mood.
Yeah.
The mood changes immediately. Yeah. Even I
I'm going
can't
to stop
imagine
laughing.
anyone.
She can stop. Oh my God! Yeah. So the spring.
If you want to, I don't want to magnify it. You see, during winter time, you see how much people are angry. People are so angered, They are angry about everything. Then the sun comes up during spring, and they're like, oh, Joy, guten Morgen, wie geht das Wetter? Oh, das spielt mich. So good, It's amazing.
But
so
it's
true.
I started telling my brother. My brothers ask me, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, the sun is shining."
And
It
they're wondering
means the
what.
same thing.
Yeah. Now I'm good. The sun is shining.
Oh, the sun is shining. Oh my God. Just 1 minute of the sun going away, and you see it makes a big difference.
My makeup is ruined.
So now, okay, wait.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, spring came, and then I thought, ooh, the sun has come. I have to step out. And that's what I did. You see the pram? I could just wake up and take my boy and just go wherever. And that's how I noticed. The first day I walked, I went to the forest. I saw the shadows. I was so deep into it that I couldn't even sleep at night. As in, the depression was taking a toll on me. Lack of sleep. That the moment the sleep tried to come, I could hallucinate.
Oh
You know
my
what that
God.
is?
Oh Jesus!
My baby is lying here with me because now I had to get him out of the baby cot, bring him next to the bed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I have to put him to sleep. His dad is going to work. So he's sleeping in another room. Imagine.
Oh my
Me, I'm
God.
now sleeping with my baby.
Alone.
I wake up, I'm with him the whole day. We go to bed together because his dad is going to work. He just says, I have to work, I have to sleep, sorry. So I'm with him. So no sleeping, he'll cry. So many nights of no sleep. I had to, I had depression.
Of course, you get depressed
Yeah.
when you don't sleep.
In that, I
Jesus.
was so tired. I could go, like my body, my mind wants to sleep. But the moment I lie down, close my eyes, and the sleep is coming, it's called REM. That's when I just see my baby in the air. I see him in the air. That's 8 minutes of trying to sleep. It happens within the first 8 minutes of trying to sleep. Yeah? I could see my baby in the air. Then it seems so real. The baby is in the air and he's going slowly. They're going. So I'm like, what's happening? And I'm here. So I'm lying down. Then I want to go jump, catch him. Okay? So I could just do, and I followed him now. When I jump,
Oh my God.
the moment I jump, I find myself on him now.
Oh Jesus.
Then I wake up. Then I'm up totally. Then I'm totally up. And I'm like, let me just
That's
go for a
deep
walk.
depression.
So I
Oh my
couldn't
God.
even sleep. I could just wake up even in the middle of the night and I'm like, I need a walk, fresh air outside. Because I couldn't sleep at all.
And you say this went on for?
Hey, 3 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, went on for 3 months.
And did you have any help? Did you?
I didn't
talk
have
to-
help.
Did
I'm
you
in
talk
the
to
village.
anybody?
Okay?
Yeah,
I'm in a village where no one knows me. People are wondering why I'm there.
yeah, yeah.
How I landed there. How is it there's a baby? You know? And then there's no, so there's no mom, there's no auntie, there's no grandma, there's no one. Okay?
Were you calling them regularly?
Yeah, we were talking, but you see, it was even more depression because
Yeah.
you
Do you
you've
tell
done
the
it.
truth when you call them?
I didn't tell them the truth.
Yeah, because
I couldn't even tell them what I'm going.
Don't want to worry.
Yeah. I don't want them to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. Yeah, so you just say, I'm okay, I'm fine.
And you're supposed to be okay when you're in
Yeah.
abroad.
You're
Anyway,
abroad.
You're supposed to be
diaspora,
fine.
you're
Yeah.
supposed to be
Unless
fine.
You're there.
Yeah.
You landed where
Yeah.
the trees have got money.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have all the money.
You're
you
going
are-
to bed
You can
sleeping on
only
money.
be fine.
Yeah.
Ah,
I talked
so you
last
should be
time
fine, yeah.
about emotional poverty.
Yeah.
yeah.
What that means.
Jesus.
So, well, that thing went on. I could sleep, just see something. Sleep, see my baby flying away. I want to, several times. Sleep, feel like something is pressing me down. Press me down. I won't wake up until, and when I wake up, I'm really breathing. So I said, I have to get out of this thing. So springtime, I started going out, and that's what healed me, by the way. Walks.
You are healed by the sun.
Yeah,
The
just take
orgasms you got from the
the
sun.
orgasms I got from the sun and seeing the shadows every morning. You know, that thing, when I think about nature
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
energy,
It is healing.
Yes.
Yes.
that's why I love talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I did that every morning, put music in my ears. And even during that time, I wasn't talking to my baby until...
You were still not talking to him.
I wasn't talking to him still because it's too much for me already.
You didn't
Oh
have a
my
language
God.
even to
Yeah, I
speak to
didn't know what
him.
to tell him. I don't know what to
about
tell him.
him.
I don't have a language.
Oh.
I'm not happy. What do you tell your baby when you're not happy?
Oh no.
I'm even thinking of swallowing him.
Oh no.
Like, you get it's
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. I know.
Let me
Yeah.
swallow you. Like, it's just a joke. Like, I want to swallow you to go back
To be
so
back
you're
with the
better off
pregnancy.
there,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like, but getting out and then talking to myself, I had to find myself. I had to open my mouth first to heal myself. I could just talk, say, how am I feeling? What feeling is this? I want to feel better. This is how it went. So I could talk severally to myself and listening to music.
So you are talking to yourself, talking about the problems you're having.
Yes.
Or what kind of talk was that?
Yeah, it was just a talk to myself, saying to myself to heal. I could just say, God, I know that I'm in trouble, and I brought myself into the trouble.
And this is so sad.
Yeah. I'm listening, but that time it was very inspirational music or gospel most of the time.
Okay, yeah.
Music that
Yeah.
could just allow you to talk to yourself and be, release those feelings. So I can say I was releasing the feelings that I had within me. And I could just breathe in and out.
Were you speaking loud?
Yeah, loud.
But you were
actually.
speaking to yourself, but still not to your baby.
Not to my baby, because it couldn't have worked. It should have happened that way, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you need to have you thought you need to solve it fast for yourself,
yourself.
Yeah.
so that you can give your baby a
Love.
solved
Yeah, exactly.
conversation. It's not
Yeah.
like your baby was
You don't
not
go
an
through
equal
it-
partner.
Yeah, you're not going through it with him
Mm.
somehow. You feel like you have
Yeah.
to protect him
Yes.
from all what was
Yeah,
happening.
definitely.
Mm. It's like first of all chewing the food for the baby and then
Yeah,
giving it to the baby.
Oh,
If you ever pray and you go to God and you don't know what to say, it's such a feeling.
Mm.
When you go to God and you don't know where to begin.
Mm.
So you're thinking, where do I start?
Mm.
Oh God,
You have
I'm
no
here
words.
again.
Mm.
I don't know what to say. It's been long. You know?
Was it long? Were you when you came? Were you praying? Did you, or do you not? Were you not so much in contact
I
with
wasn't
your
so much.
spirituality?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Mm.
I wasn't so much. And even there's a time, if you're prayerful, there's a time you can't pray.
And there's already this disconnect because you think you've sinned.
There's a time you can't pray.
Mm.
There's a time you can stand there and you become emotional. You can't pray. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes because of joy,
Yeah.
and you're just thinking,
What do I
joy,
say?
where do I begin?
Yeah.
It's too much joy. Now where do I begin, God? You know? So it was such a thing.
Sometimes I just invite God to sit with me at such moments. I just tell him, God, just be with me now here. I don't know what to say to you, but I need you anyway.
I need you.
Yeah, I
So
need you
you
anyway.
come be with me now.
And
Yeah.
just be here. Just be here with me.
And that's what I said. I always said, I don't know where to begin. It's been long. But I want to feel your energy here. I want to feel you. Because if you said that if anybody comes to you and asks for help,
You will help.
you will help.
It's a promise.
It is your promise. Please show me. Show me. I always did. Even sometimes I could be walking, then wind could blow, and then I could just think, this is it.
Yes, you
Oh,
feel that feeling,
wow.
that
Yeah.
physical
And then
feeling.
the leaves could talk to me.
Mm.
And I could feel, yes, that, I'm listening to music at that time and I'm thinking, yeah, show me that you're coming to me now and helping me, first of all, by getting me out of this situation that I'm in. I need an hour of sleep, I could say. Just 1 hour without being woken up by evil things, evil feelings of my baby flying away. Is it that you want to take my baby away? Or why is he flying in the air?
Are you even scared of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. So I had to address it before even starting to talk to him. Yeah. Or what are you trying to show me? Why is it I can't sleep? Anytime I close my eyes, I'm woken up by something. It will be my baby going away. It will be something pushing me down, some bad energy pushing me down. What is that? I just want an hour of sleep, only 1 hour. Just that.
Oh my God. This is just.
So and I repeated it every day. So I woke up every time there was sun, I could just go. And then I talk to myself, and I noticed talking to myself is just helping me.
So there was no therapist. There was no.
That was
just
no therapist.
You,
You
and
don't
your
need
God.
a therapist. Stress is you and the feeling that you have inside that you need to release out. That's depression. It will only go when you release it out. It doesn't matter which way. You can cry. You can even just go and cry it out. Talk it out severally. Confess all the time, I want to be fine. I will be fine. I am okay. I am a healthy person.
So after all this now, the spring is there.
Yeah,
and
so
the summer
imagine
is
during that,
there.
it went like that until, imagine during summer, I was already very happy. I started, now I contained myself. I said, what can I do in this village?
Wait, when did you speak to your baby the first time?
Around summertime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So more than
When-
6 months later.
Now I
More than
noticed,
6 months.
now I'm here. Yeah. Now I'm here and I'm happy. I've contained myself. And what can I do in this village? Where
But
do
wait,
I?
do you remember what you told your baby? I'm really interested in this moment when you finally realized, okay, now I'm fine. What was the
I
first thing you
remember
told your
so
baby?
well. He's the one who started talking.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Da 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 da.
Oh, so he's also not doing da 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 the whole time.
No, he
But
was
this is
eating fingers. Crying when it's night.
That was his way of communicating the stress.
Communicating the
just
stress.
crying. Yeah.
wow. Because a 7-year-month-old baby normally does da 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 all the time.
Yeah, all
So
the time.
both of you went silent.
Yeah,
Wow. And then he started speaking and you
yeah,
spoke
yeah. He
back.
just started da 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 da, and I was like da da da.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
you opened up after that.
Yeah. After that, so he was saying something, and I was like, yeah, da, son, yeah, da.
It was the
But-
sun. It was the sun.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
This is so.
this is how it began. So we kept on. So this is baby Sprache, and then I kept on now. And now I
Baby
can't remember anything
language.
else that came
Yeah.
later on. I had to.
Yeah.
Now I started telling him, let's eat, let's go out, let's
So
go.
you started conversing.
Yeah,
normally
we
with
started
the-
conversing, and then I started thinking, what can I do in this village? I went onto the internet. I said, I want to sing. So I looked for gospel choir. I just Googled, and then this St. Paul's, they are around here. St. Paul's choir, which I sang with also in the church. I found them, and I said, they're practicing every Monday. So started going there using my bike. I couldn't drive. I could go by bike because it was summertime. Just go there, we practice, then I go back home. But remember, I hadn't even healed when I was singing because I could just go. Now that I found a gospel choir to sing with, we could start singing, and then tears are coming out.
Oh no.
That's what helped me.
That was the healing.
Hmm.
That was this connection with God and music.
Yeah, and it seems even the choir members knew it because they just saw the emotions in me, and they always just said, "Alles gut." Yeah.
Oh, Wendo, your story is so captivating. These are our diaspora conversations for real. These are the kinds of conversations we are having here. Just listening. I've got goosebumps all over my body listening to Wendo's story.
Yeah.
And there is still a lot because we
it's-
haven't
it's a
touched
book.
on
It's a
it.
book.
It's really, it's like we have to have 10 episodes with you before
Yes.
we have not talked about you studying, how you got, but we have to end this episode here today
Yeah.
because
Okay.
It's already so long. It's been
I
so long
know,
already.
I know. But we are continuing this conversation.
Yes, we
This
will.
hasn't ended. We
Definitely.
just got to the point where now you're coming up. Now
Yeah.
Yes, I'm coming up.
you started living now.
Yeah, I
You started
realize I'm
living.
here. I can do something.
Yeah.
I can create a home. It's,
Yeah.
it's not that bad after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would love to know how did it become
Yeah.
home? Yeah.
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 We look forward to that continuation of this conversation.
Yeah, I look forward
This
to.
is so
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you for trusting
Thank
us with your
you.
story.
Yeah.
Thank
Really.
you so much.
Because this is a story I've not had anywhere else. I've seen you being interviewed. But I've not had it in this deep
Because
way that you
there's
have
no
told.
much time to talk about to package this story. Yeah.
And this
There's-
is what we are.
Yeah.
It can't be that short,
Yeah.
It has to be.
And this is what we want. We want to have space for this
For
because
these conversations.
yeah, because we deserve to have enough space, and we appreciate you for
I
bringing
appreciate you
this on the
too.
table.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love you.
So we've come to the end of this podcast. It's very, very captivating. Wendo's story is just amazing, and there's more. That is this lady Wendo. So we have not talked about everything. Be sure she's coming back. Be sure about that. You can follow Wendo everywhere. Wendo, where can we find
I'm everywhere. I'm on TikTok, Joy Wendo. I'm on Facebook, Joy Wendo. Instagram, Joy Wendo. LinkedIn, Joy Wendo. Everywhere,
you?
actually.
Everywhere. And
Joy
she's a
Wendo.
bubble of joy. When you open her page, you just be happy.
She
You know, you
really
cannot
is.
see Wendo's post and not be happy. She's just there
you.
laughing and just making your day bright. So follow her and follow us too. Also on Instagram, Far From Home Diaspora Conversations. And
Yeah.
when you're looking for us, not just Far From Home, look for Far From Home Diaspora Conversations and maybe also add podcasts. That way you'll find us. You find us on YouTube, you can watch. You find us on Spotify, on Amazon Music or Amazon Audible, and also on Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
And
Bye-bye.
God
Bye.
bless. Bye.
Hey!
It's a oh my God,
There's no way we are having hallelujah here without ugali and ingo.
Oh my God.
So guys, this is the life. This is what I'm doing for our people here.
Wow.
This is
Oh my God, look at that.
fried chicken with cabbage.
This is
ugali. Yeah. And yeah, this is what I've prepared for our guest.
This is
Joy
coconut.
Wendo,
thank you
because
so
she came
much.
to grace our
Thank you
podcast.
so much.
And for this special lady, this is her dish. It's ugali, fried chicken, and cabbage in coconut sauce.
And I'm
So-
diving in also.
And then of course,
Coconut, right?
the kafirifiri.
Oh, piri.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, this is
Yes.
so yummy. Looks so yummy.
Here we go.
Hey.
Can't wait. Thank you so much.
This is Kenya's when they do ugali. You can cook anything for them, but Kenyans, when they see ugali, it's just
Piri. This piri.
Ugali is just it's food for the soul. Now this is home. Ugali is home.
Just take one piece.
Oh my God, let me just take with the
Are you
hands.
saying just one?
Thank you.
You take the second one, oh boy. You know this lady. You know those children who used to complain all the time.
Yeah.
Am I taking one?
Just one.
This is one boy.
And they're not gonna finish even.
It's not gonna finish. So, God bless this food.
We are grateful. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Oh my
Carol.
God, let's
This was
dig in.
how
Surprise.
you-
Let's dig in, man. Where do I begin?
Yeah, just begin anywhere.
Last time we came from China.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's what I told you. I'm taking you a journey through the whole world.
Across the globe.
Across the globe. Yeah. I made Italian dish. I'll be doing dishes from all over the world. All over.
Oh, this
All
is
over.
so
Just-
amazing.
People.
It's a journey. It's a journey. And yeah. So taste it. I want to.
Let me just do this. Oh God.
Yes,
Sorry, forgive me.
The Luya in you.
Will not allow me to use that.
I know. I know. How is the chicken?
Mm. Oh my God, how was it prepared?
Yeah,
Mm.
that is what
Mm.
even our audience, our listeners will get. You're getting the recipe of this dish on Chef Carol's show on YouTube and on my website www.chefcarolshow.com. And I'll let these ladies enjoy. Thank you.